Oh, he was in the hospital and she's waving a hanky around him. And then they were going to have prayers after he passed away. So I went to the house. My prayers are like a novena. So when I see the kind of prayers that they have, they're taken up. And I go, oh, wait a minute. You had that hanky waving over. What were you doing? And here I'm questioning her. And I start to cry. That's the hanky she was... They knew. And then later on was when she let me in on the big secret. Because every time they were going to pray, I would take my rosaries and they would say, it's not that kind of prayer. I said, how kind of prayer is going on here? I didn't know.
So...
And then later on we found out.
Found out what?
What she was doing.
And what was she doing and how did she bring Tisziji into it?
I had no idea. I do remember that Tisziji was having these out-of-bodies and I would call her.
Out-of-body experiences?
Yeah. She would come and she would, help him out.
How young?
After the father passed away, it was not before that. Before that, nothing going on.
So, when his dad passed away, that's when you noticed Tisziji sensitivities? How old was he?
He was 11 when his father passed away. But there was nothing out of the ordinary with him. It was when he was small, banging on my pots, and he had the rhythm. He had whatever God gave him. At the age of 2, I saw. And we have a friend, Raymond Sharkey, who was very close to us. Went to a pawn shop and got him a bongo.
How, at 2?
2 years old. And he played that bongo like he was a master, and he was just a baby. And I didn't have to deal jumping over my pots that were all over the floor. Mm-hmm.
Was there anyone else in the family giving him lessons, or was this just
No,
natural?
This is natural. He was born with that.
And then he moved from the bongo to what instrument?
Then my brother bought him a ukulele. And he was strum on that ukulele. I was too poor to give him lessons anyway. I couldn't give nobody lessons. And he picked up from there.
So his natural proclivity to music, his natural abilities, when people started recognizing other musicians' tendencies in him, calling him, oh, that's like Tito Puente's, rhythms, or that, or later on.
Oh no, when he was small, a lot of the fellas would call him Machito. He's not Machito. He's no Machito. What, when he plays the drum, it comes from within. I mean, no, don't give my son a name that's not his. But he was very gifted.
So when he started playing the guitar, and that same voice started coming out, how do you feel when people say that he sounds like John Coltrane or anyone else?
He sounds like himself. That came from within him. God gives you what's yours. What's yours is yours, and nobody can take it away from you. Now, if they sound alike, I don't know what to say when they sound alike. But he has his own thing, and I knew I had a gifted boy.
What other ways is he gifted, apart from the musical gifts?
Like what? Astrology? He does astrology. From your voice, he can tell you who you are.
And what do you make of his writings that are not just about astrology, but about other spirit-related things?
Whatever he writes is the truth. It comes from the heart, and it's things that really happen. And I'm glad he writes them, because that has enlightened me to many things that I knew could happen or would happen or has happened, and it does happen.
What are some of the other things that you've gotten from the writings? Particularly any of the later writings, Archangel, that you've most recently.
I didn't read much on the Archangel, but after reading a lot of his books, whatever I read, it's like I read it already. I knew already what was coming or what's happening or what is.
Getting back to some of the tendencies that he has, or the gifts that he has. If you think back to any of his relatives, either his grandfather or any other relatives, are there some traits that he's picked up from familial spirits, or do you think he's just a unique individual?
No, he's unique. He didn't pick up anything from anybody. Nobody does what my son does. Nobody. They couldn't even mimic him.
And when you say what my son does, what does he do?
He does everything. What can I tell you? What doesn't he do? He also knows how, when you're down, how to pick you up in such a gentle, sweet manner. It's a gift from heaven.
So in terms of...
And he speaks the truth. We don't lie. We speak the truth. If it hurts, we're sorry. But it's always better in the end. And you feel better. Yeah, once the truth is out, you feel clean. It's a good feeling.
In terms of the spirits that used to visit the household or visit around Carlos or visit in Brooklyn, like you were talking about yesterday, were they drawn to him in a particular way, or drawn to you because of your sensitivities, or did he not really get involved in that level of spirit work?
He saw what he saw. I didn't see no old man, because if I had seen an old man walking up and down the stairs that didn't belong, I would have moved out. I'd sleep in the yard. No, he saw things, and he still sees things. He's a psychic. What can I tell you? Not me. I'm chicken. I see something, I'm running the other way. No. Thank you.
So, you mentioned a dream that you had.
I had a vision. I went to sleep one night, and I had Dennis, I had Amida, I had Miracle, who was only a baby, and I had Tisziji. And I dreamed it's very dark, and there's a big hill, and on the top of the hill, I just see the two arms with the white robe and the hands. And I hear the voice, and it says, "Come, my child." So I says, "Who, me, my Lord?" Because to me, I knew it was my Lord. And it says, "No, not you." Again he says, "Come, my child." "Who, me, my Lord?" And he says, "No, not you. You are a child." But I didn't know I was pregnant. He let me know I was pregnant, because I have a baby already in my arms. I could never be pregnant with a baby in my arms. When he says, "Come, my child," I go, "Who, me again?" He says, "No, him." And when I turn around, it was Tisziji. And I begged, I went, "Oh dear Lord, you can't take him. You took his father. I love my children." I said, "I'm a good mother. I do anything for my children. Please don't take him." Little knowing that it was that my son was picked to do the work that he does. Today he is who he is because it was already given to me, and I knew he was special. And he is special, not only with me because I'm his mother, he's special with everybody.
Thank you, Ma, I've heard that your brother John cried when he heard Tisziji play the guitar. Is that so? And if so, why did he cry?
Because he knew about playing guitar. He wasn't an expert, he was no great player, but he knew music, and he knows that when he hears a good thing going, it was an emotional time for him because this is his nephew, his godchild, and I guess he never expected him to be such a wizard. And he appreciated something good.
And this is your brother John?
My older brother, yes. Very sensitive, very loving, loves his music, but didn't have the talent. Tisziji had it.
What was it like for you when you have gone to hear Tisziji play publicly? First with Pharaoh and later on his own.
As a mother, it was an inspiring moment for me. I really enjoy the music. I'm a music lover. Whatever garbage I hear, I love music. But when it comes to Tisziji, his music is special. It's spiritual. It's very moving. Some of it I don't dance to. A lot of it I dance to. The rhythm sends me moving. I love it.
And what was it like to hear him play with Pharaoh and then with a different band configuration?
The same. It's the same. And with Tisziji music, when I hang clothes out, I hear the notes coming from the heavens. So that when I go to see him play, I know the song because I already heard it. And it's beautiful.
What did your brother David say? And is it also an older brother or a younger brother? What did
He's my baby brother. He was not spiritual. He was a working man, a good father, a good brother. He loved the xylophone. He loved his music. And he played a nice xylophone. He taught his children how to play. But at his deathbed, I guess spirit moved him to realize who Tisziji was. And that's when he told him, "You are my guru." And I knew he would pass on.
What has Gracie said about Tishiji's function as teacher, as spirit?
Well, Grace is his aunt, and she was very close to her nieces and nephews. And she knew talent when she saw it. She was also a psychic. Oh, she is a psychic. She has not moved on. She has not passed on. And she always told me, he will amount to something. spirits have been very good to Tisziji. And they give him a lot, and he tries to teach a lot. And he's in the right road, he's going the right way, and he's here to help everyone who needs him without begrudging anybody. That's the kind of a spirit he is. It's a good spirit. You have to know him to appreciate him.